Tonight, the strength of a West Nashville woman in the midst of a terrifying attack.
It is a crime that continues to stun West Nashville. The June murder of Donald Zirkle and the stabbing death of his wife, Leanne Zirkle, in Cherokee Park.
Chief Investigator Jeremy Finley obtained for the first time the complete investigative file in this case. Jeremy, how is Leanne doing?
Yeah, let's get right to that, Tom. I talked to her sister tonight, who says that she is out of the hospital but does have quite a bit of rehab ahead of her. Well, what we've obtained tonight shows something her family already knows, that Leanne Zirkle demonstrated incredible strength and courage in the worst hours of her life. For the first time, photographs of what Donald and Leanne Zirkle endured. You'll notice News 4 Investigates heavily blurred the crime scene throughout the couple's porch and home. And while we aren't showing the worst, it demonstrates Leanne's strength. How despite her husband being stabbed to death and she herself escaping with a large cut to her throat, she was key to finding the killer, Peter Boning. Investigators say Boning, from Connecticut, somehow ended up at the couple's home on June 21st, his car parked on the street outside. Police say after attacking the couple, he stole their car, leaving the state. Leanne somehow made it to the street outside. Detectives' notes show before her surgery, she was unable to speak, but she ultimately wouldn't be silenced. Despite her wounds, she nodded yes and no to investigators' questions, enabling them to get a basic description. But Leanne had more to tell, indicating that she could provide more information in her own handwriting, describing details, how Boning looked, that he said he was lost and asked for directions. It was her description that helped police identify that the owner of the car was who they were looking for. So what clues exist to show anything about Boning? Only the troubling collection of items in his car, a bizarre mask, a shovel in the trunk, duct tape, cable ties, and prepackaged food and water, leaving investigators with no real reason why this happened, only that one woman was instrumental in identifying who did it. After Boning was identified, he was killed 3 days later in Texas when he attacked a deputy. Police believe that Boning was mentally ill, and this was likely completely random. But News 4 Investigates has requested the entire case file from the Texas incident to see if any clues might exist there. Even Metro Police doesn't have that yet, and when we get it, we hope it contains more information, and we'll be sure to pass that along.